Greetings dear watchers, ARK Aquatica hit the game like a tsunami. Alright, a brand new DLC map for ARK Survival Evolved is here, and even though it's pretty cheap, I still haven't bought ARK Aquatica. This was more than a DLC map. This new map also brought 44.6GB update to the main game, and that broke almost all the mods. The actual map is around 20GB, but even if you don't buy that and don't download that, you would still need to update the main game, which I did. And so far I only managed to make my custom dino levels mod work, and I disabled all the others. I even had to disable a spyglass mod that was to crash in the game without even a single picture of the game loads in. And also this new DLC brought ASE player count to almost 8,000 from 30,000. Everyone is losing their servers and their saves left and right. This might be too much to recover honestly. Anyway, I watched Syntax stream while I was updating my game, and I saw some interesting stuff, and now I would like to show you, even if you don't buy the new DLC map, what will change in your game. So I was out here on my latest Scorched Earth playthrough, don't mind that, this is ruined anyway. I also have backups, but whatever. Anyway, so let's see what new things will you get even if you don't buy the ARK Aquatica DLC. So best way to see what is new is the engram list. So we have all the DLC engrams here, but I noticed if you just click Aquatica, you are kind of missing something, so I'm just gonna try to spot what is new. So we got boot weights. It's actually a item skin that can be crafted on very cheap stuff that helps you go underwater and just walk in water. Let me just go and find a body of water and we can see that. So let's just through everything. Alright, now I am swimming here, but if I get the boot skin like here, I'm gonna craft it and I'm just gonna apply to whatever I am wearing, and then it just turns you into a GCM with the admin mod. This glitch was happening when you dismount the creature. Now it's kind of like that. You can walk underwater, and you can use that on Scorched Earth like I am using. It's not the ARK Aquatica exclusive. I'm also getting that boot weights. It's like adding weight to your boots, and it's just a skin you can just remove. And now we have air jar. Oxy generates the surrounding water when used, but is also a bit heavy. I'm not sure how that's gonna work on Scorched Earth, but let's just try. We got air jar here, and if I try to use it, it's not working. Maybe I need to get out of the water and just test it here. All right, now I drank that. That is also missing the animation. I drank the air, but if I go underwater, let's see how that's gonna work. All right, so if I do this, oh, it did not change anything around me, but it gave me highly oxy-generated water, and it gave me a buff air container. So you won't lose oxygen. That's what it does. It's basically air, oxygen that you can carry around. Now let's see the next thing. I hope I'm not missing out anything here. We got the canoe, boomerang. These are from the other DLCs, and now we have monodon saddle. I guess you can spam this in if you can find the spam commands, but I don't have that now. This is a new creature added with the ARK Aquatica. I'm sure you can access that on other maps, because that's how ARK Survival Evolved always worked. You couldn't access the map, but you could access the dinos, creatures, and structures. Now we have brand new 3 items here. We got underwater crop plot. Let's see what that does. So this underwater crop plot cannot be placed on ground. It has to be placed on underwater, but for some reason on Scorched Earth this says requires sunlit location. For some reason this structure thinks we don't get any sun here. This might be about Scorched Earth. Maybe it works on the island. I don't know, but it doesn't work here. And let's see the next item. We got carving knife, a short razor edge ideal for harvesting special cuts of meat. And we got infectarium. Place infected materials with a barnacle to create infectious barnacles. Not sure how we're gonna try that here. Sounds like map exclusive. Alright, this is the carving knife. Looks like a short version of the regular sword. Let me see the sword. This is the generic ARK sword. It looks like a new design. I'm not sure if this is something they designed or got from other ARK resources. That's what people have been saying. Lots of stuff were imported, but I'm not sure about that. This is pretty different than the generic ARK sword, and it's supposed to harvest what it says, special cuts of meat. Let me try to kill something and try using this. As you can see, my custom levels mod working perfectly fine so far. Everything is spawning level 150. I don't see any problems with that. Let's run away. Let's see. What are we getting? So we're not getting anything with this sword, with this short blade on Scorched Earth. I'm guessing that it's gonna give like special resources on ARK Aquatica, but I don't have access to that, so nothing here yet. So now we have Infectarium. Let's see that. It's required to be placed on a foundation, and when I place it, looks like a nice structure. Design looks nice as well. It says it's unpowered, so we're gonna need to power this structure. I guess like a cam bench. It doesn't look cheap or bad. Whoever made this looks like put some work in it. So let's open, and we got infected barnacle. A rapidly mutated abyssal infection infiltrates a barnacle and anything it attached to, inheriting dominant traits from the infected hosts. Enables the attached host to breathe underwater and activate the following traits. So we got traits on ARK Survival Evolved as well, maybe with this hand. And we are seeing abyssal meat. I guess that's what we're gonna harvest with the carving knife on ARK Aquatica. But here it looks like it's gonna be pretty useless. Let's keep seeing what is new. I'm not seeing anything new except Ocean Pechelan saddle. Another new creature, and Maleosephalus saddle, again another new creature. We don't have that. Have these on Scorched Earth. Let's move on. I'm not gonna be able to show the creatures because I didn't look up, but there isn't probably the spawn codes available yet. And now we got two new items. One, Aquarium. It's a gasoline for underwater. And we have Hydrosphere. Place the sphere underwater to generate an air bubble, or position it above water to form a water bubble. Hydrospheres cannot be placed near each other. Let's get both. This is the Aquarium, and we got Hydro. And this is the Hydro. Oh, this looks like something powerful. Now I placed it. What happens here? Hydrosphere. Aquarium or gasoline required for activation. When placed underwater, the hydrosphere creates an air bubble. When positioned on land, it generates water bubble upon activation. Adjacent hydrospheres will seamlessly connect to form larger spheres. This reminds me of Ark Survival Ascended, but they were missing the generator connections, right? Alright, now I activated it and it gave me a water here, but it's not showing that. I mean, this is really nice, but it would be really cool if I could see the water sphere. Now this is actually underwater. You can see I'm not swimming here. So it lets you have a water bubble. Now I'm falling by fly too high, swim too high, I'm falling. Then I fall into the invisible water. But if I place the hydrosphere underwater here, I guess that's gonna I'm gonna just remove this. So when you place the hydrosphere underwater and just add the gasoline and let's activate. Now doesn't show, but I can breathe here. So we are underwater here. It's like a little lake, but it gives you an air bubble that you can walk. I'm not wearing the weight boots. Now that hydrosphere gave me this. This is pretty game breaking. Now if I go enough, I'm just swimming here. If I get close, I can walk. It's not really the ideal place to show this because I am on scorched earth, but I guess you get this. The hydrosphere can give you a water bubble above ground and it can give you an air bubble under it. I mean, we can try it here, like place it here, get the gasoline and activate, and now we are seeing. Oh, it did change the look a little bit. It blurred my vision a little bit, but that's about it. And if I'm like outside, I can't really see anything. This is super overpowered. Like you can get this mounted from your flyer easily. Like you're on a pteranodon and you hit a hydrosphere and you're just like dismounted. And if you are on a basilo underwater, and hydrosphere can just, I guess, kill your underwater creature immediately, unless it's like a tech bubble and blocks your way. Other than that, it's pretty overpowered. And we can like add tech vacuum compartments. Let's see. Now it doesn't work here. Tech vacuum compartments cannot be placed because it's asking for water, but we got a new power vacuum compartments and those are also doesn't work here for some reason. We'll get to that, but let's keep going on with the list. Now we have seen the hydrosphere and aquarium. And let's see what is new here. We got wooden ocean platform. You can see, I think this is a ARK Aquatica structure. It is asking, so we got tech ocean platforms, that's with the Genesis, and we got metal ocean platforms, again, that's this ocean platforms. So we got 3 ocean platforms now. We got tech ocean platform, we got wood ocean platform and metal ocean platform. I think the metal one was from Genesis. And these two is from the ARK Aquatica. Wood might be from previous DLCs, but this one is asking for hardened steel ingot, which that is introduced with the ARK Aquatica. So let's see. This is the wooden ocean platform. And now we got this ocean platform, pretty cheap. And let's see I can place the wooden ocean platform, but I can't place the tech ocean platform for some reason. Maybe it's gonna be like exclusive to the ARK Aquatica. It's not giving me any place. Maybe if I can find a bigger body of water that works. I'm not sure if I can find more water on scorched earth. The wooden ocean platform does work, but I couldn't get the tech one work here. Now let's continue. And yes, the wood ocean platform does actually belong to the ARK Aquatica, because I just turn this toggle on and it does show it with the ARK Aquatica things. Now let's see more. We got air bladder and we got dipping net. I guess the air bladder works exactly like the air jar. You are underwater and you're losing your oxygen rapidly. You drink some from this and it's just gonna give you a 1 minute of air container right here, and you're just not gonna lose any oxygen, and you don't need to use all that scuba gear, and they're losing durability quite fast. So this is a quick and easy way to survive underwater. Now let's see the dipping nets. We got one weapon and we got one ammo. So basically left click does this, but I don't see any fish around me here on scorched earth. I guess it's gonna look like this. Oh, it's doing like 2 damage. Net with a handle rod used to tame fish. I guess we're not gonna like collect fish with this, but we're gonna use it to tame some of the new creatures. We got to, oh, I got it like this. Why it did not work on the first one? So we're gonna need to come straight ahead and we're just gonna collect the fish. It didn't work. Let's see again. Why is it not working? I'm gonna need to hit its head or something. Maybe there's like a size, or you're just gonna keep trying, and that's how it works. And it's given me this hole level 150. It's because the mod, everything is level 150, and it's consumable. You can eat this. What happens? Oh, I did not expected that. So I have this. It's tamed, but I don't know what am I gonna do with this. It has a place for a saddle, augment, and costume. These were like, I thought these were untamable. So you can collect, you can tame little fish now, and you can use them later on. Will they attack these creatures? Do they have attack? We got some stats here. Let's whistle aggressive. Will they move? They're not like listening anything. They don't. Will they follow me? They are following. Could be a food source, or could be a, probably a new way to tame one of the, I guess this is a way to tame one of the new creatures. Maybe they will be fed. I like unclaim this and try to attack it. Will it work? And it does actually attack me. It's doing 1 damage. Not much. And I just got raw fish meat, nothing major. I'm using the new carving knife, but it still doesn't work. Let's see the rest of the new stuff. So we don't have anything here. All right, now we have some powerful things. We got Thalassian pistol and trank ammo. We got the ammo here. Let's spawn all the new Thalassian weapons. So we got the pistol, we got the rifle, and we got the rocket. So this is the fabricated pistol. Looks very similar, and it has like this special cover with yellow color, but the thing is this can fire underwater and it does a lot of damage. Now not that a lot, I guess. doing 35 damage on a primitive version. But it works underwater. This changes the meta completely. Like, this game is unplayable if you don't have this DLC now. I guess you can disable it on your server, but you gotta have this. The thing is, these weapons does work above water as well. So these are not like only underwater things. Now, this is the rifle. This is way different than the normal rifle we have. This uses the same design as the tech. I mean, not completely, but very similar. They did change it a little bit, so it's not like an exact copy, but looks quite similar. Let's keep seeing. I'm just gonna stay here and I'm just gonna do a little edit so you can see it better. I guess it's different enough, but it does feel the same if you look at it, because we got this. Now this is the new weapon. It's quite powerful. Does a lot of damage. Now, I got confused a few seconds ago. This is the one that does so much damage. The rifle is actually broken. I don't know why the pistol is so weak. The rifle is insane. It's like doing almost 8 times more damage. This is crazy. Also, it can use strength. Oh, both of them can use the trank. I guess if it's cheap, maybe you can use the pistol to tame things. It's doing 12 damage, and this crazy thing doing not that much. But I can't. Can I check the... I don't have my spyglass mod because that is breaking the game. And tech spyglass, what was the name? Binocular. I think the binocular was only obtained through Crete, so I can't really see their stats without a mod. Let's try to knock out something real quick. It was doing 420 damage with the bullets, but with the trank darts, it's not doing that much damage. Are you still sleeping? So, got unconscious with few shots. It's quite powerful. And this is a level 150 Doedicurus. Let's try this. I'm just gonna try to knock everything out. It's also like the tech rifle. The bullets have like this area damage. They're like blowing up. Doedicurus is usually difficult to knock out because of their shell, but I feel like it's only a primitive version and it's crazy powerful. Let me see the rifle with the shocking darts. So if you use the long neck rifle with the shocking darts, you're gonna do like, we're doing the same damage, but I'm not sure if you're applying the same torpor as well. Now, this is made with hardened steel, Thalassian ammo. What do we need to craft that? We need hardened steel, crystal, and manganese. I don't know what's that resource, how difficult it is to get it, but it's very powerful. Now I forgot there is another thing. We got underwater rockets. This changes underwater PvP quite a lot. I can easily rush underwater bases with the underwater rocket, Thalassian rocket launcher. So let's go underwater. As you can see, we are swimming here and we can fire this easily. It's doing a lot of damage. So the thing is, these weapons work underwater and above water as well. So if there isn't a balance with the resources, I don't know why anyone would use the old weapons. I mean, imagine you are in a PvP scenario, you got the Thalassian weapons, you can fight on ground and on water without changing any weapons. You can use the same ammo with the pistol and with the rifle. Pretty overpowered. Let's keep going and seeing what is next. So after the weapons, we got building parts. These are called pearl structures. So we got every single pearl structures, but I noticed two things. I'm just gonna show you that. So we got pearl foundation and we got pearl floating foundation. Pearl foundation can be placed anywhere. It's like a normal structure. It's also built with silica pearls, metal ingot, and manganese. They do take damage, decent damage from tech rifle. They got destroyed with the rocket, so they are weaker than metal. Let's see if they're gonna get destroyed with a normal rocket. Yes, they're like stone tier. But here's something interesting. We got floating foundations that can be placed only underwater. Like you can place here. They are floating. They are like, they don't need foundation support if you are building underwater. And ARK Aquatica is a map full of water, and like there is air bubbles under the foundation. So I guess that's how they are floating. Other than that, the pearl structures are just like stone, but they are made with metal. So they're kind of expensive and not really strong enough. They do look cool, if you ask me. They look alright. We also have a variant for the tech foundations. They're also floating. But I guess we don't have any other floating here. We got pearl floating foundations, and then we got tech. We don't have metal. We got bunch of like variants of the pearl structures. They look cool. They look nice. I'm just gonna look at the railings. They're kinda interesting. A lot of gold in these structures, weapons. The gold team is very strong. They're not gold, I guess. The gold we don't have that in this map, but they do look like very golden. Now, here's one more thing I noticed. We have pearl fireplace. I don't know why they added a single structure that have this. And unfortunately, it doesn't work underwater. If you are curious, you're gonna need to build something that removes the water, I guess with the hydrosphere or something, because this doesn't work. Let me place hydrosphere and maybe that will help. Where did I place that? Let's go, and still it doesn't work. I'm not sure if this hydrosphere thing working properly. Maybe it's not working on scorched earth. Maybe I am not doing this properly. But we got a nice golden and white mix of this fireplace. Everything looks, I guess, good. Not like this, like in the, it's like in the design here. Now it lost its ability because I have placed the hydrosphere. Couldn't place the foundations because these floating foundations can only be placed with a connection to water. Let's see, what do we have more. At level 43 we got pearl armor set. So now let's see the pearl armor set. This armor set can be crafted at level 43, pretty easy, and it just needs a little bit silica pearls, and we need some fish scale and hardened steel ingot. All these, like these two resources, cannot be found on scorched earth, so this is going to be exclusive to the ARK Aquatica. This won't be my choice of fashion, but it looks like a lot of time went into designing this. I did see on Syntax stream there are two more different armor sets, but if you don't have ARK Aquatica, You cannot craft them. You might get it from other players, but right now they won't show on your crafting list. Couldn't find them. Now we got any special powers on this. Provides heavy physical protection and makes the elements easier to endure. Provides a bonus to water pressure, sickness resistance when a full set is equipped. So I can't show you that, but I saw it on the stream. The water on ARK Aquatica has a new feature, the water pressure. So when you go underwater and you keep going, the more you go, the more pressure you're gonna face. It's like the heat wave on scorched earth, but the pressure is just gonna hurt you, so you're gonna need to build yourself a pearl armor set or the other armor sets that I don't have access. Now let's see, what do we have more, and do we have more stuff? So we got pearl vacuum compartments, and this is game breaking. I'm going to be honest with you, living underwater just turned into something entirely, because you would need to get yourself a tech vacuum compartment, you would need to get yourself a tech generator on ARK Survival Evolved to be able to build a base underwater. But here with ARK Aquatica, with just 180 silica pearls, 50 fiber, 25 crystallized wood, and 35 crystal, you can craft yourself vacuum compartments. Look how cheap it is. This is crazy cheap. Place underwater, power it with generator, and you can live and breathe in. Unfortunately, couldn't be able to place this here underwater on scorched earth. So I'm just gonna jump into another map. I want to show you this. So I'm just gonna go to the island. I hope my game doesn't crash. So as you can see, I only have custom dino levels. I don't have any other mod because kept trying to remove mods and try to restart the game and it just keep crashing. So I just removed all of them. I tried with few mods, but it was not enough. All right, my game worked properly. Let's go underwater. We can't really see anything. They also changed this in ARK Aquatica. The water is pretty clear. So this requires snap points, and this doesn't. This also requires. This is the tech vacuum compartment, and this is the one with the entrance, I guess. What is the name? Pearl vacuum compartment, pearl vacuum compartments. Oh, here's the moon pool. I missed that. So here is the moon pool. This is the exact copy of the tech vacuum compartments, but now we have access to them early on without killing any boss. I'm just gonna place the generator here. I'm gonna put the aquarium, and it is not working. Now there is another structure here called generator. It's called rift generators, designed to open controlled rifts. I'm not sure what is that. Can't place rift generator. Warning, structures are in the way of the rift generator spawning zone. Find an area clear of structures to build. I don't know, don't really understand that warning. Let's place it here. Let's give some aquarium. It doesn't work. I guess this is a completely brand new mechanic that I am not aware of it. So this is not working with the new gasoline. Summon a apprentice rift that unleashes waves of enemies. Defeating them grants the party element and rewards while leaving behind a supply drop. So this is a famous mod feature, like you put down a structure and you spawn like bosses, you spawn enemies. So this is what we have here, rift generator. You collect all these things that requires and you place them, and then you summon a rift, and that rift opens and enemy creatures like go out and you fight them. After you beat them, you'll get a reward. So this is not, oh no, that is bad. I think I just find out about something absurd. So if you destroy the rift generator, it breaks as a electrical generator. They do forgot to add a new animation. New break animation. I guess they did not break that. So how are we gonna power this thing? Do we have to use tech? And if so, what's the point of having cheap like vacuum compartments? Like, can I use the hydrosphere? And this is kind of nice. Still, I don't see air bubble, but if I'm inside the bubble, it becomes perfectly clear. Can't see anything. Where did I place it though? It's here. Can I start it? No. I'm gonna start here. So I didn't activate it, but it gave me clear vision. So it's activated now and I can turn on. But the vacuum compartments are still useless. They're not working. I'm gonna need to craft myself an element. I'm just gonna spawn them in. So I still need to, well, I don't know what's the point of doing this like at level 51. I still need to get the tech generator. Seems like pretty pointless and looks a little bit golden at one side. Other than that, it's 100% exact copy. If I turn this off, everything goes out. So why did you do that? I can't power it. Let's keep going and looking at more structures. I was kind of happy to see we have a way to try this underwater. I also need to try these crab plots, underwater crab plots. They were not working on scorched earth, and they do work on the island. This is nice. I guess scorched earth waters were not good enough. So underwater crab plot, you can use, I guess, Plantex turrets. Let me spawn some instant Plantex turrets and some fertilizer. But I can't place this. I thought maybe we could use this, you know, like underwater defenses. But it's not working. Maybe if I can use the hydro sphere, make this out of water, and then can I place it now? I still can't. But these are not breaking, like they don't get immediately destroyed. I did pick this up. I guess this is for like underwater farms. Let me spawn a seed real quick. I'm just gonna try to raise some like rock carrots. Well, I just spawned them like this. I need to spawn the seed. Can I add rock carrot seed? So I can't add rock carrot seed. I don't know what are we going to do with this. Let me work this again, and maybe I can like I can't add anything. Like no rock carrot seed, no Plantex seed. What's the point of this? Still unknown. Maybe it does work on ARK Aquatica, but on the island it seems to be not working properly. So let's see what do we have more. So we got some ships and structures, like we got Stinger. There we go. We got hover sail. Let me add this, and I'm gonna show you the tech hovers here as well. We got Stinger, and what do we have more? And we are also getting something brand new. I'm not sure a lot of people will like this because there's something called asset flipping, and it is really looked down. A lot of people do not like that concept, especially if you are like a big company. Alright, so we got two more structures. We got hover skiff, we got Thalassian hover skiff, and now we got the Genesis one. They are like exact copies. Let me spawn two here. So we got unassembled tech hover skiff, and then we got unassembled tech Thalassian hover skiff. It is like even the requirements are exactly the same, and we don't even have like, the only difference is hardened steel ingot and this is just metal ingot. But we cannot spawn the underwater hover skiff. I guess that's the difference. So hover skiff for air, and now ARK Aquatica is giving us hover skiff for underwater. I don't really hate this, but I'm not sure how many people will like it. So this is not really going underwater. It's having trouble. Now let's try the underwater one. The hover skiff. Thalassian hover skiff. There we go. Where did I spawn that? Inside the rock. This requires elements as well. So there we go. We have hover skiff. Almost exactly the same. Maybe just a little bit colors. We got some difference at the edges. The original hover skiff has like some railings around, and this one has a little bit too. The color is different. The shine, it's green for some reason. The underwater theme has like a lot of gold, green, black and white. This is the original one. The name is the same, requirement is the same, a little bit different with a special hardened steel. So the thing is, this goes above ground in the air as well, but also can go underwater. There we go. And it even like collects stuff. It is like a 101 exact copy. This is the Thalassian hover skiff. Now let's see this, the hover sail. Let's see the hover sail. Now this is the Thalassian. I don't know if there's like any difference. Change the time of day. Same exact thing with the Genesis one. Let's see the original. There we go. Is there any difference? Just the color. The only thing I am seeing is a little bit of color difference. And a little bit touch on the design maybe. This is not like exactly the same. There's like more golden around the edges. This is like full black. So another copy. And now we have the Stinger ship. Can we place it here wherever we want? So the Stinger ship can be placed above ground as well, and we can drive it, but it requires gasoline or aqualarium. All right, let's get some aqualarium, put it here and keep going. So again, this is like, I don't remember its name, but this is from the Genesis 2. I remember seeing this. We got some abilities, we got some bullets. I guess it's the Thalassian bullet. Right. Can attack, but I don't know the buttons. Don't really play with this, the original one. And you can just carry it around you and place it anywhere you want. For some reason, it's not working for me. This is supposed to attack with the bullets, but oh, I guess it's like using Thalassian rockets. It is supposed to be attacking, like this is a ship, but maybe this doesn't work on the island. I'm not sure. I have 60 rockets here. It's supposed to be working here. Let me try to use the rocket launcher, the Thalassian one. It says no ammo. because I gave all to the Stinger ship. So the rocket does work underwater on the island as well. There we go. Does nice damage, but Stinger ship. I'm just pushing all the buttons, and anything that I achieved is like the high speed. A little bit. Oh, high speed. Do we need like elements on this thing? I don't think. Just the aquarium is the only fuel, but it's just not doing much. I guess it's broken, or I don't know how to use it. Now, what is left? Let me see what is left. So we got more saddles. We got the Daikosaurus saddle. It's like a huge underwater creature, almost as big as a Mosa. Similar requirements. I mean, it's not just similar, it's exact copy, except hide turns into fish scale. We got the 100 pearl, we got the 400 metal ingot turns into hardened steel. That's about it. And we don't need scuba gear like we have all other alternatives, cheaper. And we got platform saddles for the Dacosaurus, whatever that is. And all these stuff are from the main game. The tech hover sail, like all the stuff. Now, this is actually, I guess, more difficult to get now, because the tech Thalassian hover sail needs a boss skill, but tech hover sail was just a level unlocked thing. The hover skiff, same, it requires a boss skill. Let's see, what do we have more here? So we see the rift generator. It's like a boss summoner, or like enemy creature summoner. You're gonna need to beat waves and you gain some rewards. And I guess that's about it, but I forgot two things. Tech trident, a trident designed to be thrown, delivering a powerful piercing strike capable of stunning its target. Equipping requires learning this techgram, so it's a tech weapon. And we got Siphon glider suit. When attached to a chest armor, the glider suit enables sailing through the air and water by double tapping jump while gaining speed by running and diving. So it's quite expensive, but let's see the tech trident. So all these things can be used without buying the ARK Aquatica. Let's not forget that. So this is actually one of the nice, it's the gamma, I forgot. So this is actually a cool item, like exactly the spear. The spear is too weak. Like, I really wanted to have a metal spear. We got pike, but you can't throw the pike. So this is the, let me face the sun. This is the trident. This is the spear. I guess it's not based on spear. Maybe it's based on the pike, because spear is hold a little bit back. But the pike cannot be thrown. So this is how we're gonna throw the pike. Very nice. And this is how we're gonna throw the trident. And it does quite a lot of damage. Also shocking the enemies, but I don't know what this shot does. I'm guessing this can actually maybe dismount players. I am encumbered. There we go. Nice damage. It does 250, but it's like spear. It looks more similar to the pike because how you hold it, but it is maybe the height of the weapon is similar to the pike, but it's a consumable item. I'm not sure if it's gonna break. I have two trident now. Is it gonna break like the spear? But when you throw it, you are losing it. And I just lost two for some reason. When you craft it, you get 2 of them. And the crafting requirements are very expensive for something that you lose. 65 black pearl, 40 element. That is like absurd. That's super expensive. Unless it like dismounts the soakers like a stego riders or something. It won't be very easy to use. It's also locked behind a tech boss. You can't really have it. Let me check that again. Trident, yes, it is locked behind a tech fight, boss fight. Now let's see the glider. We got the normal glider, and I'm just gonna get another one. So we got here normal glider. So this is the glider we got. Let's take a look at it properly. So this is the glider we got with the aberration. Now I'm gonna change it to the ARK Aquatica underwater glider. And now this is the underwater glider. Again with the golden theme. I guess looks pretty good. If I'm being honest, I did like the look. This is something I would wear. There's some little things here like going over the design, I guess. Let's change it to the normal one. This has a problem with the flak. It's going inside the flak chest piece. I guess they fixed that here with this one. Well, again, the flak is like a little bit going inside the front part. But it suits really well, looks really good. Again, it doesn't have any durability. It uses the durability of your chest piece. I just lost one. Pretty similar, and it works above ground as well. Like, it's not only water thing, as you can see. But can we go up? And if we can go up, yes, that. Not really going up. Now we are using the glider underwater. It's a quite powerful item that can help you move around the map, move around the underwater areas quite well. And you can use the trident, fight things, and you can actually gain like altitude. It's not really altitude, but you can actually swim up with this underwater. Like you can swim the surface, you can move the surface. It's not super fast like gliding down, but it does work better. It allows you to swim upwards. I guess this is faster than normal swimming, but not that fast. Also, you are losing stamina, losing oxygen. Maybe I'm gonna need some air bubbles. Also very difficult to see underwater on the island without using INI. So I'm gonna get some air bladder and air jar. I'm gonna fill them. I'm not sure how they're gonna fix the stamina problem with the glider because it's using the stamina quite a lot. Maybe if I can drink this. My oxygen is now being refilled, but the stamina is still bad. I guess you can fix the stamina problem with the boots, right? Let's try the boots. I'm gonna disable that now. All right, now I'm not losing any stamina. I'm just walking underwater. Now let's glide underwater. I'm using stamina while gliding, but as you can see, the stamina is going down. But you can just find a little area and just land there. And I should be able to walk. Let's go all the way down. There we go. Now I can walk. It's pretty cold, so I'm like freezing here, but I'm gaining stamina because of the weight boots. Let's see the name again. Boot weight skin. Now let's see what do we left. I guess that's all the stuff. I guess this is all the stuff you're gonna get. You like it or not if you update your game to the latest Ark Survival Evolved patch. This is without buying the ARK Aquatica DLC. This is kinda forced. You can try to use like the older versions if you know how to do that. If not, all this stuff will be in the game. I guess that's about it for this video. Thank you all for watching. I'm not sure what is going to happen with our community. Will people like this and adapt to its meta? It's changing the meta quite a lot. Or is it like people will hate it and just stop playing ARK? Or finally agree to go into the ARK Survival Ascended? I guess we'll see. The mods are gone. That's sad. I'm gonna miss all those mods. I don't really have any hope that modders will come back and fix their broken mods. That would be like pretty unexpected. Alright, thank you all for watching and I'll see you on the next one. And